Hi everybody, it's Zax Reacts, and we are finally here to check out today, guys, the second fairy tale movie called Dragon Cry. I cannot wait. The pictures and the poster I've seen of this movie look awesome, and I don't know anything else about it yet, so I'm really excited to learn. The very first movie, Phoenix Priestess, was really good with the characters and the story. I loved it, so I am expecting some awesomeness in this one too. Just a fun little story, guys. I can't remember if I've ever talked about it on this channel, but I started this whole channel, guys, because of my love for fairy tale. I was watching the show for the very first time and just totally into it. I decided to do the opening song reactions of fairy tale, and that horrible cringy video was my very first one. I won't link to that one, so don't go check that out unless you really want to. It's pretty bad, but ultimately, guys, I never really decided to do episode reactions at that time. I was like, oh, I'm only going to do the songs and just the other anime songs here and there, and that's about it. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do the very first fairy tale movie. I'll do a reaction to that, and that'll just be another special thing I do on this channel. And I was all set to go. I just finished episode 175, and if you've seen fairy tale, guys, if you've seen episode 175, it's a huge cliffhanger. And so I was like, I'm gonna do the fairy tale movie, thinking Phoenix Priestess was like the rest of the games, the Grand Magic Games, and finishing off that arc and showing how all that ends, and not knowing anything else. And I set it all up to do the movie, and then I don't know what made me feel like I needed to go double check, but I ended up going online and checking, saying, hey, where is the best spot to watch this movie? Is it between episode 175 and 176? And everybody online was like, no, watch it around episode 201. And so I was like, all set to go to react and record my reaction for the movie. And then I couldn't watch it. I had to jump into 176. So that was the birth, guys, of my episode reactions of Fairy Tail. And now that has spawned off into doing episode reactions for Eden Zero, Black Clover, and I'm sure many more animes on the way, guys. I can't wait. But yeah, that's my story, guys, for the very first movie of Fairy Tail and why that led to my episode reactions. I thought I'd just share it, guys. So we are now finally here today, guys, to check out the second Fairy Tail movie. And I can't believe we're at this point. It's been like 6 months or more since I started this channel. And we're here, guys. I don't even know what to say. This, guys, is taking place right after episode 283 and 284. I just did a reaction video to those episodes, so feel free to go check those out. So when we come back, guys, we will resume with episode 285 on this channel. But today we're going to check out this movie. I was told it's the best to kind of take place in between those two episodes. Spoiler alert, guys, for the show if you haven't seen Fairy Tail or haven't seen up to that point. But we had some crazy big reveals last time in episode 284. I won't get into details just in case you haven't seen the. But go check it out, guys. Oh my God, I'm still blown away, and I'll definitely be spoiling it and talking all about it in my next video. Or if they kind of touch on it in this movie, we'll talk about it then too. But basically, guys, we are at the point where Fairy Tail was disbanded at the end of the last season, and now everybody has finally come together. They defeated this Avatar group that were trying to kill a bunch of people. They kind of took care of them pretty quick, and just to kind of showcase how powerful they now are after a year of training on the show. So that's kind of where we're at, guys. Fairy Tail has now regrouped, and they are going to be starting to reform their guild hall and just kind of reestablish themselves as a top guild, and we're going to have this movie kind of take place in between all that. So here we go, guys. I talked enough. Let's just dive right in with the Dragon Cry movie. Thank you so much for joining me on this ride. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. And we'll be back soon with more episode reactions after this movie. So here we go, guys, with the second Fairy Tail movie, Dragon Cry. Let's go. Oh, little Natsu. Oh, Igneel! Gosh, so tragic. So there's a whole mess of events that we now know takes place before Natsu ever meets Igneel. But again, spoilers, I won't get into that yet.
Hey!
My heart. So touching. No words needed. We know what we know what he was going to say.
Is anybody there? Not the answer I was hoping for!
Seem to have some predicament going on here that I'm sure will be explained.
Oh yeah!
So kind of like the first movie did too, guys. I have to assume that there will be people out in the world that haven't watched the show Fairy Tail, and that they're just kind of seeing this movie just for the sake that it's a film and not a show, and that. So I feel like the movie's going to have to very quickly kind of establish who these people are, what kind of powers they have, and all that, and their personalities very quickly. They did a good job with that in Phoenix Priestess. So this right now is showing you that Natsu, of course, has his flame magic and fire powers with that. All right, let's go. A few days ago. Okay.
Stop right where you are! Don't get any closer!
Do you really expect me to believe that Fiore's biggest secret is being protected by a bunch of glorified security guards? I see. Fiore's elite White Tiger force is here as well. Now that's more like it. You've got guts, girl.
Zash Caine, betrayer of the Fiore kingdom.
That's one way to look at it, but I think it betrayed me. After all, we're talking about a kingdom that rewards its best fighters by hiding them away in the frozen tundra. Quite unfortunate for you.
So that explains why we've never met these
What's
people.
far more unfortunate than your station.
Don't take your eyes off me.
Is that now you have to look into the eyes of death himself.
Oh man.
Captain, what are you doing?
Not good. So this girl obviously isn't a fan of this magic that this guy has. Assuming maybe it's a father to this girl.
Why are we fighting each other?
Ooh.
All that we had to do was get past them. There was no need for this many lives to be taken.
But this was more entertaining. I love to see comrades tear each other apart like that.
Well, she seemed cool. I was hoping she'd be a big role in the movie, but I guess not.
To the reason we've come here.
What's up?
That dog's looking at me like I'm gonna be its next meal. It's scaring me.
Poor puppy.
Well, thanks a bunch, old buddy.
Yeah, I'm always down to keep you off a menu.
Jerks! I can't believe you guys. How could you terrorize that poor little puppy?
Oh, don't be so dramatic. All I did was look at the thing.
Blue's a dog. Are you scared of him? Are you kidding me? He's not a real dog anyway.
I always thought he was some kind of weird-looking bug.
And sometimes when I'm super hungry, I see him as a nice fish. Don't eat my celestial spirits! Besides, he's just the cutest little puppy whoopie I've ever seen.
Gotta love Blue.
I think you may need glasses, Lucy.
He always gives her these weird looks. So intense.
Hey,
She
you're
blushes.
kinda close.
So what do you think I look like, huh?
Like the same Natsu I've always known. Hey, you guys! It's good to see ya! Oh my gosh, you two are having a moment! This is not what it looks like, I swear! You should have seen it, Carla! We almost got attacked by this huge dog!
I never noticed how practical your magic is. It's nice.
Been a while since we visited Crocus, eh?
Indeed.
We gonna see Hisui maybe?
I'm so
Hopefully.
bored.
Maybe you should try cracking open a book. Your brains are gonna be the new brawn pretty soon.
I didn't even know that you could read.
That is just a big picture book about cats, right? I'm furthering my education over here, man.
Yes, he can read.
I wonder what my gray is doing.
Open wide!
Oh my god.
Spoil me, Lucy.
Do you mind scrubbing my back for me, Gray?
I'll even scrub your front.
Will you tell me a bedtime story?
I'd be happy to. Shut up!
Hey, Gagio,
Yeah?
want to go on a job? It's kind of a long journey, but it pays.
Then you better bring a real man!
So good to see everybody back.
Today. Oh, I want a souvenir!
Let me come with you.
So their guild hall right now, guys, is built, and the preview for episode 285 looked like they were going to be building it.
Such a stud. And your cold rock-like chest is just so
Oh
dreamy.
my god.
Yeah, that's because it's Iron Big.
So this movie might take place like halfway between in the next episode, episode 285. So we're still probably the best spot to. Oh my.
You're such a precious little thing.
Oh, Juvia's imagination. My goodness.
Please hold me. I just can't do it.
All right. Let's move on with Crocus.
The Dragon's Tomb, deep below the Domus Flau Coliseum. I recall that some of you stumbled across it during the Grand Magic Games years ago. A sacred and frightening place, where those brave dragons who had fought in the war against Acnologia
Okay,
and
we're
lost
bringing
their
this back.
lives, now lay in eternal slumber. My ancestors investigated it many times. They chose to erect the Colosseum on the mountain above it to commemorate the sacrifice. 100 years ago, a particular staff was discovered in the deepest depths of the Dragon's Tomb. Over the years, this staff had absorbed the residual sorrow and anger that lingered in the tomb. So much so, in fact, that it took on a new crystalline form. This staff is known as the Dragon Cry, and it holds enough magic power to eradicate an entire continent.
Wow.
Several days ago, the staff was taken by force by Zash Caine, and now I'm afraid this scoundrel controls the destructive power of the Dragon Cry. I need you to take it before he can cause more mayhem.
All right. So we got our plot now established. I'm digging this. The Kingdom of Stella. Very secluded. This is another good way to kind of showcase why any
Stella's
people we
economy
meet
is
and all this
largely
kind of
based
stuff
on
was
the
never in
export
the
of
show
selenium,
before, just because
one
it's
of the
so
hardest
secluded.
minerals in the world. They say the more starlight it absorbs, the more brilliantly it glows.
I do love, though, the guys that they brought back the whole underground dragon
Speaking of romance,
grave site
I've heard the night
that was
skies there
underneath
are
the city,
absolutely breathtaking. It sounds like a wonderful place to me.
where we met
I just hope
Zirconis
the
and
fish
that whole
floating in my
affair there.
tummy.
I just hope we get there
Very
soon.
cool. Very cool. Hello. Oh my.
And once again, there goes my dignity.
Don't worry about it, Lucy. You look great up there.
Zash keeps all of his stolen goods locked away inside a tower. He unlocks it using a special
Wow.
ring he wears. But let's not forget, he
Fan
is a
service all
high-ranking
around.
official. Taking the ring by force could spark an international conflict. That's why we've come to his favorite bar to steal it from right off his finger. Just keep him distracted.
Lucy, that's where you come in.
Okay.
definitely distracting. Wow. Good job, team.
One copy, please.
One copy coming right up, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, Carla?
Thanks, you guys.
Lily, what's up?
It's nothing. I just thought I saw Happy and Carla flying down the street over
I
there.
hope they're not taking the same job we're on.
Oh man, they're gonna screw it up.
Natsu, are you trying to hide?
You cannot see me, for I am Shadow.
I can see both of you, in fact. I told
Oh,
you
digging
this
that dress.
plan
That's
would
cool.
Work, Natsu. Stop playing and hurry. And we're in.
We gotta find it quick.
Right.
And there it is. Oh, he's crying.
Are you okay? What's happening? Is it trap?
An alarm?
The staff was rigged to activate a magic circle.
They broke into the vault! Don't let them get away! Take your combat positions!
I think you might have the wrong idea, sir.
Oh, I've got all kinds of ideas.
I mean, I'm just not that kind of girl.
Well, what kind of girl are you? Maybe you're the kind that wants to be my girl? Huh?
Excuse me. But I'm afraid that I'm gonna have to ask you nicely to leave our dancer alone.
I'm sorry, sir. It's the staff. Some wizards broke into the vault and stole it.
I knew we shouldn't have let that idiot handle the hard part of the job.
Uh-oh.
Who the hell are you?
Oh man.
I'm the guy telling you there's no smoking backstage.
Okay, it's time to move.
Let's go.
Yeah, they don't know he
There's
has
no
like
doubt
this
they'd come
creepy
from
power.
Fiore.
I bet a fireball would get rid of these guys real fast. Hey, Wendy, hang on to this. You're gonna
I was curious, like, why he was crying. Like, if like being a dragon slayer,
No, I'm fine.
the dragon cry staff is like affecting him. Maybe so. I'm curious to see if it's gonna affect Wendy, but maybe not.
No.
Slow motion. Wow, that's cool.
Wendy, toss it to me.
Here you go.
Such fan service.
Greg!
Yeah!
Oh, I was gonna say what? Just an excuse to get his shirt off. Oh, and pants too.
Lucy!
Open. Gaze and Scorpion. Scorpio.
Wicked! Hey, Lucy! Look out!
Oh man.
So you're the kind of girl who steals things. Do you know why this kingdom put me in charge of their national defense? Take a guess. From the moment I first came here, I showed them I was both powerful and ruthless.
cool fight. Pretty cool fight. But yeah, definitely something going on with his eyes. How he's able to control people, like make them
People
slaves.
here are creepy. I'll teach them to glare at me.
Hold on.
Hang on tight, Lucy. We're leaving.
Good job.
You have made quite a mess of things, Zash.
It'll all be cleaned up soon, Your Majesty. Once Sonya locates the thieves, I will make them return what they've stolen.
Don't forget, Sonya is mine as well. I will not have her harmed by your ineptitude. Am I making myself clear? Take the 3 stars with you.
Yes, Lord.
If you must utilize her power, she will need far more protection than you alone can provide. Her safety in this mission is paramount.
So this big bad guy that they've been showcasing this whole time is just an underling against this like Lord guy.
You startled me, King Animus. Once again, you've entered my chamber without making a sound.
Have you forgotten that I am a wizard? And our only hope rests within the Dragon Cry.
Now that we've acquired the staff, we face the challenge of returning it to Fiore.
But earlier, you had sensed its power.
Huh? Yeah. Yeah, who knows? I don't get any of it.
Whether we feel it or not, I don't think the king was lying about what it's capable of. Which means we must be extremely careful.
Oh god. Happy's so
Let
funny.
me guess. You guys aren't from around Stella Island, are ya?
Good guess.
And that guy's part of your group, right?
Oh yeah, baby, I
Please get off the stage, sir!
What is it now?
My radar is starting to pick
I
up.
was gonna say, is it like a gray
signals,
sensor?
so it can't be far.
Sensor?
Is something the matter? You shivered.
Graydar?
Just had a little chill.
That's too good.
Rather unusual for an ice wizard.
Probably because you're half naked.
What? When that happened?
Stella is at a higher elevation than what we're used to. It stands to reason it'd be chillier.
The air is so nice and brisk out here. Watch your noses, because I just tooted. I can totally understand why this place is sometimes called the Island of Stars. The skies are beautiful.
Yeah? You liar.
Just try to imagine it without the clouds, Natsu.
Uh-oh.
Someone's here.
Who is it?
Could they have followed us? Behold, the true vision of beauty! I am poetry in motion!
No way! There's selenium!
Playtime is over now. Francoise, Scotland. Excellent, my dears. We don't play around.
Really interesting villains.
Your fate!
And their like magic abilities.
I'm taking back what's mine.
No way!
Uh-oh. You know, Natsu versus Gray again?
Whoa!
Natsu versus Lucy.
Wait! Natsu, stop!
There we go. Good job, Gray.
What's your deal, man? Oh no!
Wow.
You've done very well, 3 stars. Now kill them.
No, please let them live.
Then send these criminals to the bird's nest. But put this girl with the others.
Creepy. Alright, so now we're back to the beginning of the movie. Fast forwarding there.
Now I remember. Lucy's not here! Where did they take her?
Why is she the only one that's missing?
This is bad. Where could she be?
Look, she's with Zash. He took her somewhere. I'll find you, Lucy. I swear.
Where is the staff?
Sir Zash still has it. He insists on holding on to it until the ceremony tomorrow.
He should have brought it to me immediately.
What's wrong?
There's not much time. I need the dragon cry in my hands. Bring it to me at once.
I'm sorry, but this place is a living hell.
What happened? Did somebody hurt you? What do you want?
Come with me.
Yes, sir.
Stand over there.
Yes, sir.
Raise your arms.
Yes, sir.
Tell me,
Oh.
what do you think I want with you girls? Just a little blood each day. It'll surely leave a few scars, but you won't die.
I need the staff!
Let Lucy go!
Good timing.
Is he a dragon slayer?
You alright?
What? How did you break out of the bird's nest? And how did you find us in here?
I followed my nose. I know what every one of my friends smells like.
You're being creepy, you know?
You'll smell like burning flesh!
No! Please don't do it, Sir Zash! You'll kill us!
All who defy me will vanish forever!
Full party protection spell!
Whoa, where'd she come from?
Who are you? My name is Lady...
You can't hide from me, you scum!
I know a way out of here. Follow me!
But we gotta get the staff back.
I think we should retreat for now. We don't have the best track record against him. We'll have to figure something out. You should be safe here, at least for a while. Thanks, lady.
You never told us what your name is.
I am Lady Sonya, and I'm an advisor to King Animus. I can't sit back while my people suffer any longer. King Animus and I have known each other for as long as I can remember. He was once a kind-hearted man, until the day he became obsessed with getting his hands on the dragon cry. Do you happen to know anything about stellanium?
It's Stella's special mineral, isn't it?
The more starlight that the crystals absorb, the more lustrous, and therefore more valuable they become. But for the last few years, the stellanium has been crying out. It seems that a great deal of it has absorbed too much starlight. Our kingdom now faces the threat of having all that light released at once. When stellanium absorbs a certain amount of starlight, it gains magic power. If all that built-up energy were to suddenly be unleashed, Stella could be wiped out in one brilliant flash.
Not good, not good.
In order to prevent our destruction, we desperately need the power of the dragon cry. The dragon cry is capable of extinguishing all light. There's a ceremony. The king plans to perform it tomorrow night in a temple in the northwest part of the city.
Wouldn't that make your kingdom suffer?
But it's also the only way that it can be saved.
It belongs to our kingdom, and our mission is to ensure its safe return.
That may be true, but right now, the power it holds is the only hope for the future of Stella.
You're dead wrong about that, lady. The moment I touched it, I could feel it. The dragon's anger. Their suffering. We can't let that kind of power be released.
But our kingdom will be destroyed. Don't you have a heart?
Of course I do! And I'm willing to destroy all the selenium on this island for you. But you gotta give us the staff!
No, I can't do it. I'm so sorry.
All right, so she wants the staff for good reasons, good intentions, but
I thought I made
yeah, Natsu's right. Like this power
to be put in harm's way.
that's inside it
Yet,
is
in your
just
mindless
straight up evil.
impulsivity, You dare to use the staff in her presence.
Please, forgive me, Your Majesty. It was a lapse of judgment.
And I'm assuming if one of these two get that power, they're just
The
going to be
ceremony's to be
super
held
horrible.
tomorrow night. Surely they will be there. See that they don't survive.
They won't live to see the morning, and neither will you.
This forest is
Backstabbing.
beautiful. That fruit is so sweet, it's glowing.
I just hope they don't find us again.
Then we gotta sleep in shifts.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I can go first.
Already?
So if I understand correctly, they plan on using the dragon cry to extinguish all of the stellanium.
She'd said there'd be a ceremony tomorrow night. We only have till then to get it back. I'll help you steal it, Lucy! I thought I told you we weren't to eat the fruit!
What's going on, Lucy? Are you having trouble sleeping?
It's not that. It's just my turn at guard duty.
Seems like you were spacing out to me.
If we fulfill our mission, this whole island could be destroyed.
You should come up here.
No thanks. Besides, I'm in a skirt.
Who cares? Climb on up.
Jeez, you are so pushy.
Oh, she's going to see the stars.
Take my hand.
How romantic. What a great guy.
I've never seen anything like it. It's beautiful.
You said you wanted to see the stars. Right? Chances like this are why you have to keep your chin up.
You're right.
Another great Nalu moment there.
I wonder what's going on. And my Greydar is still going into overdrive.
Hey, you see that emblem?
There they are, men! There goes Fairy Tale!
What? I don't know. We literally haven't done anything.
Careful. I don't think they're coming to welcome us.
Because if they've come looking for a fight,
Then we'll give them away!
I know my darling is near. There's some sort of commotion ahead of us.
I'll check it out.
Please be careful, Gray.
Head to the temple. I'll handle the guards.
Yeah, okay.
Keep going.
Aye, aye, sir.
Oh my god! Why are you that color?
Huh? Whoa,
Oh, the fruit.
fruit I ate last time!
I feel like in this movie, guys, there's so many, like, serious big moments that are just, like laid on the top of, like, just comedy, just humor. And so I'm laughing at all these scenes where it's, like, a serious fight and serious threats happening. And just, like, one little joke just makes it, like, the whole tone is different. Which I'm not complaining. It's just funny. Like, it's a good time. Good time. There she is.
My love!
what the? Why are you here?
My Greydar has been driving me crazy. I was sure that you must be around. So did you find me using your Juviadar, my icy hunk?
Hell no!
Oh my god. Oh, love Juvia.
Francois, Cutland. Playtime's over.
Have you and this muscular man been playing with dollies?
No, I'll explain it all later.
Just give me a hand.
Right.
So slow.
We can take care of this guy.
Here we go. Oh my. Never seen the full transformation yet, but there we go. I like her a lot as a human, guys. I will admit that. She's pretty cool overall. Grew on me. I wasn't a huge Carla fan at first, but
He's all yours, girl.
she's definitely grown on me over time.
You won't get past me.
And now that she's like a human fighter, it's just really cool. Oh man.
Sorry, Natsu, but I gotta go rescue those girls that are still trapped in the dungeon.
You gonna be okay alone?
Yeah, because I'm never alone. I've always got my spirits with me.
Happy?
Curious to know if we're gonna see a new Star dress in this movie. I was almost expecting a Scorpio one when he showed up.
The moment I touched it, I could feel it. The dragon's anger. They're suffering. We can't let that kind of power be released.
Sonya.
Alright, so it's not a Dragon Cry, Dragon Slayer thing. It's just
I need you to give me the dragon
whoever
cry
has
this
it
instant.
feels the darkness, I guess. That's why like she cried just like Natsu.
Let you have it. All right, now's your chance to escape.
Thank you for saving us.
What in the hell is going on here?
Just keep running, everyone.
I will kill you this time.
Open! Gate of the Sea Goat!
Hey, it's been a while since we've seen this one.
Come, Capricorn!
It's a goat? Are you trying to mock me?
Oh, and he has sunglasses. Maybe he won't be affected. Oh, here we go. Very cool. I like it. And the sunglasses will deflect the control. All right, here we go. We got it.
Impressive, Lady Lucy. Magnificently done yet again.
Ooh.
He's down, so you should get moving! I'd be more than happy to help you ladies make your escape.
Red Knife, come on!
Oh my. He's just riding it.
Where could he be going?
Urza has such cool re-equips. The one earlier and this one are really cool. I forgot to mention it before, but we've recently seen both of them, I believe, in the fight against Avatar. If I'm wrong with that, feel free to correct me. There's so many different outfits she had. They're all pretty awesome.
What the hell? This is
Let's see a unison raid.
Look out!
Oh man.
Julia!
Oh.
Another masterful job, Catelyn. I'm proud.
Gray's gonna go insane now. She can't be. She'll be all right. She'll be all right. We just gotta just gotta wait. Refusing to believe anything else.
Keep on trying, girls.
You cast a speed enchantment spell and we still can't keep up. I have an idea of how we can beat this one.
Get ready for sudden death.
They're gonna have to like trick him.
Oh no! He's catching up to us! You and I must stay
He's
in
too
tune.
fast to just do a
Understand?
straight on
Yeah.
attack.
1, 2, 3!
Nice.
Hold on. Time out.
Their heat should have melted you away completely.
Oh, here we go.
Still alive.
My ice is made for slaying demons, so it can take a lot of heat. And lucky for me, your little playthings seem to be cursed.
You have the audacity to ridicule my precious daughters? Show him what you can do!
Jeez.
Gray, who are those girls?
Oh my God, Juvia's mind. I love it.
He's mine.
Oh, it's been a while.
Gray, my darling, I'll save you with a raging river of love.
It's gonna hit him too. Oh my God.
Good work.
Francois Scotland.
Wow.
Juvia, you okay?
Yes, I'm just fine.
She's fine.
Dear.
She's great. Oh, they keep going lower. Oh, jeez. He has no idea he's naked. My God. They're too much. They're too much. Love it, though. Now it's Urza's turn to finish off this one. That's cool. I don't know if we've seen an underwater equip yet.
Hell, there was no time.
I took a little bit of inspiration from your footwork. I thought that I might give it a try as well.
You can try, but you lack my finesse! Mesmerized!
While your kicks are lovely, something's lacking in your execution. The 7 stars will judge you more harshly. Grand Chariot!
So cool. Love her powers. Hers is great. Good job.
Hand over the dragon cry before I lose my patience.
I can't.
Okay, give it up.
Right now! Sonya? Where did His Majesty go? What are you doing with the dragon cry?
Gosh, is he gonna become
You
like
must not let them take the staff.
overcome with the evil?
Sonya.
dragon cry in my hand. Bring it to me at once. I thought I made it clear that Sonya's mindless impulsivity dared the ceremonies to be held tomorrow night. Surely they will be there. See that they don't survive. Do you understand me?
Your Majesty, are we the same?
I would have thought you'd realize it much sooner than this.
Wow. You know, I was almost gonna say, because they both held their
That you and I are one in the same.
their head at the same time earlier, in the same spot, and I was thinking like they were twins or they were like, you know, linked or something like that, but not that they were the same person. It's crazy.
Well, I'm Animus, and I am the dragon soul that lives within Sonya.
You're a dragon?
Oh man.
All this time, my goal has been to finally free myself from this pathetic human body and live as I was intended.
Igneal was able to pull it off, so why can't you?
You know him? The fearsome king of the fire dragons? Igneal had the luxury of entering the most compatible type of human. He was allowed to choose a dragon slayer. I, however, did not have the time to carefully choose my vessel.
Wow, okay.
I had to pick the nearest living human at the time, Sonya, who lay on the ground gravely wounded. Because of this, I've never been able to leave her of my own will. But the dragon
So
cry
cool.
sound
Love the
changes
connections, man.
everything. For
The
its
same
true
way that
purpose is to
Igneal
amplify a
entered
dragon's
Natsu
power.
all those
Freedom
years
will be
ago.
mine at last.
No way!
This one just tried the same thing and was not as successful, I should say. So cool, man. I love it.
Natsu, take it!
Sonya?
Before it's too late!
Stop this! Sonya!
Oh my gosh. And then, of course, this guy.
Dragon Cry's power will be mine to wield. As the ruler of this kingdom, you gave me orders. And as Sonya, you followed my orders. To be quite honest, I've grown rather weary of your bothersome identity crisis.
I don't understand what you plan to do with the staff.
I'm going to get my revenge on the Fiore kingdom. The Dragon Cry is a highly condensed form of ether nano. Once it's been released, it will rain down more destructive magic power than a dozen Etherion blasts. And as punishment for expelling me from my homeland,
Oh, man.
I'm going to wipe Fiore off the map forever! I'll show them the dark arts. Now, Red Knight, these scraps of flesh are yours to feast upon.
I'm blanking on the name, guys, but this red dog creature character reminds me so much of that one from Final Fantasy VII. You guys, if you've seen the game or played the game, you know what I'm talking about, but can't think of the name from that game. But oh my gosh. And Happy took care of it. Look at that. Nice job.
Oh, that was incredible, Happy! Yeah, thanks, Lucy. Wait a sec! What's happening?
Oh. We're gonna have a big dragon? Oh my god, we are. It's clips all over again. And they weren't able to defeat any dragon in Eclipse. Like, yeah, that's everyone's reaction again. I'm like, oh my god, like, how can you stop a dragon? Although Natsu's crazy powerful. Natsu's so much more powerful, maybe he could actually do it this time.
Look after Happy and Sonya, Lucy.
Alright, he's going. Good job.
Greetings, Your Majesty. It seems your current form lacks the appreciation for a royal architecture.
Hand over the Dragon Cry at once!
You wanted this transformation, did you not? Your goal has already been achieved.
That's not true. What I desire is the ultimate freedom to do as I please!
Then allow me to grant you that freedom. How very fortunate to have my help. You're free to rampage as much as you want. It's all up to you.
Huh?
them, soldiers!
Man, lots of them.
Well, this isn't looking too good.
We're surrounded. Yeah, there must be hundreds of them.
For them, soldiers! Keep the ferries occupied until they die!
They're Cordum soldiers. Zash's 4th generation dragon slayer. What? 4th generation? He created an entire army of soldiers using dragon slayer lacrimus.
Oh my.
Archer! Come forth, Sagittarius!
So cool.
Let's blow these creeps away!
We can do it in the jiffy, Missy!
Oh my goodness. 4th generation Dragon Slayers.
He's got it up there.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I beseech thee, Dragon Cry! Unleash your divine power onto this world!
Those magic circles, what are they?
Must be the Dragon Cry. Hisui, we must evacuate everyone in Crocus immediately. O long departed dragons! Transform your anger into weapons of almighty destruction!
Get away from me! Thanks, buddy.
I was like, how is that tower still standing?
I can feel it. The
Crazy.
entire continent is covered by a magic circle. Now you die, Fiore. Staff. No. It can't be.
What is all that?
I think it's the dragon cry, and it's going totally nutso for some reason.
We're gonna have to stop it.
The staff is mine, human. You shall not touch it!
Is that so? Abby!
So, you truly are a dragon slayer.
And what's it to you?
Because of vermin like you, our mighty race of dragons fell from power.
Jeez. Oh man. Oh.
Dragon cry! Let every dragon's anger flow through me to destroy this world!
Wendy will heal him or something. Oh man. Not good.
The war between dragons and our vile slayers
Not
ends
going the way I
now.
expected it to go.
Era of dragons is here again.
I thought they'd stop it all the time, but
Supreme.
definitely some damage and Natsu. I mean, he has to live. He's our main character, but like,
Out of my way!
No, I will not move. You've done more than enough harm to the good people of Stella. Their souls are longing to cry out in joy. Your Majesty, your soul used to shine. But it fell to darkness, and you're trapped inside that chasm. This is horrible. Come on. Wake up. Natsu. You gotta get up, Natsu. For me. Please.
one who lived only to kill dragons has returned only to die by a dragon's talons!
Oh, man.
You're wrong. I never lived to kill dragons. I've got a better reason than that. For my friends. To protect them. That's why I'm still alive!
Let's go.
That's why I fight! And why I'm gonna stop you!
This time, you...
I was almost thinking that, like, the girl would appeal to the dragon, and, like, that would be such a unique thing because, like, a human would be able to, like, just a normal, simple human would be able to, like, get the dragon to come to its senses. And the dragon would know that it, you know, it experienced all these emotions and all these things when it was inside the human. It was happy. It was everything like she said, but nope. Decided to go evil, and now we have another fight. So. Not complaining about the fight.
Miserable human.
Wow, what a... Oh my god. That's new. Oh, okay, it's not like...
You're a dragon?
Is this what the dragon sees, maybe? It's super cool looking, though. Wow.
I know who you truly are. Neither human nor dragon. You're the destroyer of all.
Who cares?
Oh, he almost said it.
It doesn't matter what you call me! Because I'll throw it all away if it means that I can save my friends!
Are we getting, like, a glimpse of E&D? Like, the true E&D? Is this what he looked like?
If I didn't have them by my side,
It was like
my life wouldn't be...
Dragon and Dragon Slayer combined? I don't know. Super cool, though. I love it. Yeah. And it's over.
Natsu.
The magic circles have disappeared.
You did it, Fairy Tale.
Lucy, tell me, what do I look like?
Like the Natsu I've always known.
It feels strange. I'm starting to fade away. I'm dying.
Animus. I'm so grateful for all that you've done for me.
This is the first time I've seen your smile. It's beautiful.
So touching.
A dragon cry. I'll miss you, friend. Farewell. Look! Check out the dragon cry! A ribbon? I wonder if that could have been its original form or something. Well, now it's flown away. See ya! Lucy. Animus. gone. Although in reality, I had lost him a long time ago. Maybe he was always evil, but for so long I thought of him as my very own flesh and blood. He was using me this entire time. I know that now. But it made me happy to never feel alone. I wish that things would have been different between us. That we'd cared for and supported each other unconditionally. That we would have loved like you do.
We got lots of love. We're like a family.
We are.
Wow. Okay, that was good, man. I was like really curious with this. Sonya was awesome. Like, really cool new character. Got a lot of vibes from the character of Eclair from the first movie. You know, just how she's this really cool character, and like just kind of like Eclair too. Sonya, I feel like she lived for hundreds of years. You know, because the dragon kept her alive. She had no idea for so long, and it was just such a cool connection, the way that they had like another dragon do the same thing that Igneel did, but just with different circumstances. So it didn't work out the way that Igneel's situation did, and it's such a cool idea. Like, what if a dragon went into a normal human and not a dragon slayer? Like, and now we know what happened. That they're stuck in there, they're stuck in that body. So I was half expecting Sonya to like fade away too and disappear. Now that the dragon's out of her, like, she has no power. She has like no way to like be immortal or live forever anymore like that. So I was like, okay, is she just gonna like live her life now and just grow old and die when she's old, or is she gonna like quickly fade off and lose her and just be gone and done? And like they kept showing her at the end. I was like, oh my gosh, she's gonna like flicker away, but she's still there. So I guess we're she'll be able to maybe run the town of Stella and maybe make it a happier place. This is a really cool movie though, guys. Really liked the fights. Oh, we have the 3 star characters living happily now, peaceful, helping in the town. Digging the song too, the ending credit song. That's awesome. Oh, and they even got the bird. Look at that. Oh my god. They gotta run out. Hope we see Hisui again. I love Hisui. Don't know if they'll be welcome in the city of Crocus after all that, despite them saving it again. Gosh, and like the big thing with Natsu, and like they kept flickering back and forth between Natsu as a dragon or half dragon, and then Natsu looking normal. My God, I totally did not even notice that this girl knight, she was from the very beginning of the movie. She was one of the prisoners. I was thinking she died, but like, is it the same character? I didn't catch that, so that's cool. and everyone's happy. Nice little shot there. All right, something's going to happen with this thing. What's going on? Oh my god.
Somebody help! Please save me!
Oh, that's...
This turned out very nicely. The little girl wasn't going to satisfy
Is that little
my
Sonya?
appetite. I am Acnologia, Slayer of Dragons, and I've come to this place to wipe your unclean kind off the planet once and for all.
We saw Zirconis in that.
I'm sorry that I was unable to protect you. But I will exterminate every dragon that now draws breath. Acnologia. No, I'm not ready to die. The girl, she's still alive. Please, tell me.
God, man, I love this.
Do so, and perhaps
This
we
connection,
can
man. I
survive
love it.
together as one. What nonsense.
There goes Acnologia himself.
One day we will destroy him. The battle is upon us, Natsu. Ready?
Oh, man. I got chills. Oh, my God. This ending, this little tease at the end. Like, gosh. I'm, like, freaking out. Oh, like, gosh. Zareth, like, anytime Zareth shows up, it's just like you just freeze. You freeze in place. You don't know what he's going to do, what he's going to say, because everything's like a riddle or something crazy. Oh, God, my God. So seeing the little girl, guys, like in that dragon dungeon place, like I was like, oh wait, of course it now makes sense to me that Sonya didn't fade away after the dragon left her, and because Natsu doesn't have Igneal in him, and he's just living his life just fine. So it makes sense. I don't know why I was thinking that she would fade away or something like that in the movie, but yeah, there you go. So I came to my senses with that. But yeah, guys, like I was saying before, with Natsu and this whole like flickering with the dragon visualization there, like, did he actually look like that, or was it just in his head and what the dragon saw? I don't know. Like you could almost think like he did look like that, and then switched back once the fight was over. But my guess, what I'm gonna go with, what I feel like more is that it was like on the inside. That's his power. That was like what the dragon saw, but it was all like inside. It wasn't like a physical change. That's what I'm gonna go with until shown otherwise. Either way, though, this is another one of those like 50-50 like splits. Like I could go either way with, did he actually look like that, or was it just more of an internal appearance? Gosh, it was so good though, so good. And he almost so close got revealed that he was END. The day Natsu discovers that, I can't wait for that episode because it's gonna be crazy. I can only imagine. I want to know what he's gonna do and react, and like how everyone else is going to react with that revelation. Like, it's going to be crazy. So I'm really excited, guys. We are going to continue on with the show of Fairy Tail, moving on with episode 285. So that will be out next. Thank you guys so much for watching the second Fairy Tail movie with me. It was a great movie. Please let me know down below, guys, what you thought of this movie, what you thought of the reaction. Love to chat with you guys about it. And like I said, we'll be back with the next episode, 285, coming soon on Fridays at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. Till then, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will definitely, in my next reaction video, talk all about 284 and my thoughts on Zareth and the big reveals with Zareth and Acnologia and like, oh my god, and this little ending twist I gotta like probably gonna be touching on again. Like, it's crazy. Who are those people with Zareth? I don't know, but going insane here. So I can't wait, guys. Thank you so much again for watching. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.